everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Gabe, and this is Gabe Loves Makeup. I hope everybody is having a wonderful weekend, weekday, morning, afternoon, whatever it may be. I hope you're having a really good one. So anyway, today we are actually going to be discussing the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate foundation. We are also going to be seeing if it actually is held up against the Shiseido Radiant Lifting Foundation. So we are going to be comparing the two of those together and see what the outcome is. So we're going to be doing one on one side and one on the other, and we're going to be kind of testing it out a little bit and seeing how it kind of works. So if you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Gabe. I'm a 50-year-old makeup artist. I've been in the industry almost, we're just going to go on up to 30 years because I've been in the industry for so long. I've been in the industry a long time. So we've been in the industry in the retail field. I've been a national makeup artist, blah, blah, blah. I've done a lot of stuff. We'll just put it that way. So anyway, about 3 or 4 months ago, I decided to do a YouTube channel, and here I am. So anyway, welcome. I'm glad to have you. If you're my old subscribers, welcome back with open arms, because I love you guys. You guys are so super awesome, and I thank God for you every single day. And so anyway, let's get into it today. We've got a lot to really discuss. So I don't have the product with me on hand. I've got samples of the product because, again, I have friends in high places. I'm able to go to stores, and I have people that work behind the counters, and they give me samples. So that's one of the perks of actually knowing some people, and especially in the industry. So there you go with that. So anyway, I'm going to be doing from samples, so you will not be seeing those because they look really terrible, and I'm not going to be showing them. But anyway, I will be putting up beside me the picture of the bottle, and also as far as some information and all that stuff, I will be putting this up beside me, as well as my skin type, what I use, what I look for in a foundation, and everything else. So you guys will get all that. I will have the Tom Ford. I'm going on the I'm going on the Nordstrom site, as well as I'll probably just do it off of Nordstrom's, but the Shiseido and that one. I'm actually going to be doing this off of my computer, because you guys know, if you've been around for a while and follow me, or if you've been following me or subscribe to my channel, you know that I love to use paper, and I always print everything out. Well, this time I'm actually going to try to do it off my computer. So let's hope that this works and we do it, because usually I can't see my computer very well, but we're hoping that it does really well. So anyway, let's get dived into it and let's get started. So first, let's go into let's talk a little bit about Tom Ford. So the first one is the Tom Ford foundation, which is the Shade and Illuminate, which I'm going to put up here on the bottle. It's really, really beautiful. She retails for $150. Tall hair. She's very expensive. This is why we get samples of Tom Ford, because she's just a little bit too expensive. Okay, so anyway, it is the Shade and Illuminate Soft Radiance Foundation, and it has an SPF 50 in it. It has 40 shades, which is actually a very, very good shade range. So I will give that to Tom. That's really, really awesome. So congrats on that. It gives a medium to a full coverage foundation with the 3-dimensional radiance that reflects soft light. And what it does, it is the fade-resistant, moisturizing, nourishing, and protecting formula. Contains a blend of advanced elastomers and light diffusing powders to create the perfect radiant surface. Designed to create the appearance of flawless skin, the foundation also nourishes, breathable protection, and infused with hyaluronic acid to moisturize for a plump, dewy look. A trio of natural oils, including balsam chahobia, I'm looking at the word, whatever that word is, anadrobia. I mean, a lot of phobias going on here, or drobias or whatever. Let's see, it's like acai, anti-inflammatory, fruit extract. I don't even know what that word is. Noni fruit, noni fruit. I mean, Tom's got some big words going on with a big price. So I'm telling you, get it made a little bit more simple. But anyway, it's SPF 50 that helps protect you from the sun. And then it gives the clinical results, which I'm not going to go through all that. I mean, it's it depends on the person and the customer that will clinical results. If you guys don't know that, just be wary when you see a lot of clinical results. It could be out of 25 women. It could be out of, 50 men and women. It could be out of 100 women. And these people could have never tried a product in their life. and their skin could be dry as a bone, and you know, these are just people that have never used the foundation before. It could be many types of, you know, when they do those kind of clinical results, so just keep that in mind. So when you do see those kind of statistics, you know, just keep in mind that they use a lot of different types of people for the statistics. They may not, I'm not saying that they're not right, but I'm just saying that, you know, just keep that in mind. So anyway, let's go over to the Shiseido. Might as well just go ahead and knock that one out too, and just get that one over with. Shiseido one, so the Shiseido is the Synchro Skin Radiant Lifting Foundation, and it has an SPF 30, so the Tom Ford has 50, this one has 30. She has 29 to 30 shades is what it looks like, pretty much. So let's see what we've got here. So details and care is, according to the Nordstrom website, it's $39.95, and it is the 1.2 ounce. It's dermatologist tested, non-comedogenic, and it's actually made in the USA. So it is a medium to full buildable coverage foundation, again like the Tom, that delivers luminous color to your skin for up to 24 hours. Thanks to light adjusting technology, this foundation addresses fine lines and wrinkles, uneven skin tone, hydration loss, combination of transparent pearls, radiant microcrystals, and advanced optical fillers balance and adapt to any ambient lighting condition. This water transfer, crease, fade, and smudge resistant formula binds moisture to the skin for 24 hours. And again, it has statistics as well. You know, but I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you that the Tom Ford is a 1 ounce, and it is made in Canada, and it is not fragrance free or any of the other claims that the other one is. But they're very similar in what they do, and I've heard that the actual Shiseido is very kind of similar to the shade in Illuminate. That's why I thought I would do this little war against one, or not really a war, but a versus against one against the other. And I kind of like doing that with the Westman Atelier and the Tom Ford stick, so I thought this would be really cool to kind of compare the two together and see if there really is a difference between the two, because you know, one is $39.95 and the other one is $150, and the Shiseido you're getting a little bit more, the Tom Ford you're getting a little bit less. You know, but I mean, you know, it's kind of the compare the two together and just kind of see what we come up with. I do want to let you guys know I am a huge fan of the Shiseido Syncro Skin Glow Foundation. I love this foundation. It's one of my favorites. It's one of my all-time favorites. It's a luminizing fluid foundation. I know that they have the Shiseido Syncro Skin Foundation, and I did have that one. I bought it a long time ago. I didn't really care for it at all. It was like a little bit too matte for me. So when I heard that they were coming out with a Radiant, and I want to say they had a Radiant, but then they just reformulated it, and then they decided to redo it again. Similar to because the packaging and everything is like, again, I will have it up here because, you know, I don't have the bottle, but it is up here, but it is very similar to the actual Synchro Skin, so they look a little similar as far as packaging and all that kind of stuff goes. You know, but I do really love this one, and this one is really good. It's very dewy, so I just really enjoy it, and it's great to mix it with another foundation too. And this one has an SPF 20 in it, and it's around that $30-$40 range as well. So, I mean, you know, just to throw that out there, I just thought I'd throw you that. I really love that foundation, so to speak. But anyway, so let's get started. So we're going to do one side of the face with the Tom Ford and then the other side with the Shiseido. I'm going to do a little bit of the Smashbox Primer Oil. I actually had someone that had mentioned that, you know, that nobody ever talks about Smashbox, and I'm really not a super big fan of Smashbox, but I love this oil. It is one of my favorite primers. I haven't used it a lot on my channel, but when I first got it, as you can see, I've used it quite a bit. It just takes a long time to go through it, but this is a really super awesome primer. If you're looking for a really good primer, it's fragrance free. It doesn't have any fragrance to it. As you can see, it gives a really beautiful dewy look, but it'll absorb into the skin, and you won't see this in a little bit. It's just like most oils. It just takes a little hot minute to absorb, but it does a really good job, especially if you're a little bit more on the drier side. It is a really good priming oil if you're looking for something like that, or you don't want something with a lot of illumination to it, or you don't want anything that's like over the top. This one's really good, and I want to say again, I'll put it up here. I think it's like around $35 or $40 or something like that, but it lasts you a really long time, so it is really good. You guys know, again, my skin is a little, my face is a little bit more lighter these days, especially with, sorry about the planes. I'm so sorry. I live near airport, and you are going to hear planes out the yin yang. It's been like that ever since. It's the only thing that aggravates me about living where we live is that the planes are just insane. It's all day long, all night long. I mean, it's up and down. I mean, they literally, the airport's like 10 minutes away, but it feels like it's going to land on your house any minute. So just to give you that a little bit of a tidbit, yeah, because it gets like kind of crazy with the planes. So if you hear them through my videos all the time, so that's just the way it kind of goes. So unfortunately, I can't help. I can't do anything about it. So anyway, so we're going to do 7.2. I am going to, I don't know if I should do that with a sponge or a brush. What do you think? Maybe we should do it with, let's do it with the brush and then we'll do it with the brush this time. I'll do it with the brush. So let me see what I got here. So let me do it with my, let me do my Scott Barnes brush here. It's going to take a little bit of it on the back of my hand here. And I'll show you guys a little bit of the color, but it's just going to look really dark, but it's just the way my skin is. But this is it right here, 7.2. So I'm going to take a little bit with my Scott Barnes brush here. And we're just going to take it. I'm going to do the Tom Ford on this side. So we're just going to kind of dot it around a little bit, and then I'm just going to kind of start blending it out a little bit at a time, and just see what we come up with here. Oh, it's really pretty. What do you guys think? Wow, okay. It's pretty. It does have a smell. It's got a little bit of, Tom Ford has a little bit of like, it's like a lavenderish smell or something to it. It's kind of like a very, I don't want to say the word fruity because it's not really fruity. It's just very, it's just got this, it's not a botanical smell. It's definitely more of a floral smell. So it's got a little bit of a floral to it. So it's definitely one of those that definitely has a smell. So if you are someone that does not like a smell, or if you don't like a really high SPF, then because this has got a 50 in it, then this may not be for you. Because I know some people don't. It depends on the SPF and what kind of it has in it. Sometimes it's a little bit much. And it's like a blend of like I never can pronounce half of these. Octitinoxate or whatever, it's like a 6.7, octosalisate or whatever, 4.5, zinc is a 3.8, so it's like a blend of like physical, chemical, maybe a little bit of mineral. It's got a little blend of everything, it seems like, in it. So it's definitely got, like, it depends on what you're looking for as far as SPF goes. Let me take just a little bit more right through here. The color is really good. The color is really pretty. And it is seem to blending, like looking on the camera, I'm getting ready to look in the mirror, and then we can tell the difference between. But yeah, the color is really pretty. And see here. Okay, yeah, no, it doesn't emphasize texture. I didn't take it up too far around my eye, which is good, because I'm going to do concealer later, so I don't really need to do that. And I've kind of learned with foundations, there's only like one or two that I know that I can trust to put up around my eye, because the majority of them I just can't do that with. But yeah, it's a really beautiful shade. It's really, really pretty. It looks really smooth. It looks really even. I don't see any build up or anything, but again, if you're new to my channel, I don't really normally get the creasing or anything like that normally in my forehead. I don't get any of that. Normally my skin just sucks up, especially if it's moisturizing or anything. It does leave a little bit, it leaves a radiant kind of texture, as you can see. It's definitely got a radiance. I know the oil did a little bit, but it definitely has a little bit of a radiancy kind of texture. It's definitely not, even looking on the back of my hand, it's not, it may be a little bit satiny, but it's got a little bit of a glow to it. The glow's not over the top, but it's definitely got a glow to it. All right, so let's go into the Shiseido. So the Shiseido, I have shade 360 Citrine in, and that's what I had in the self-synchronizing. And this one, the one that I love so much, is in the shade Rose 5. They've changed their shade range, and I don't know if eventually this one's going to go away and the radiant one has taken its place or not. It's still in the Shiseido system, and they still have it, so I know that it doesn't look like any of the colors have been discontinued or anything. So I mean, I don't think it's going away, but as you know, sometimes companies will do that when they update a new foundation. They'll phase out one of the older ones. This one is $45 because on the I just seen it on the Nordstrom. It's $45, so it is $45. So actually, it's a little bit more. It's actually a little bit more expensive than these. Now on the Nordstrom site it's $39.95, but I meant to tell you it's $47. On Nordstrom's right now it's on sale. So it's like, so you get 15% off. So they're doing like a 15% off sale. So it's a little bit cheaper. So I kind of lied about the price. It's actually $47, but it's on sale for $39.95 on Nordstrom. So let me do this real quick. I just wanted to see the sunscreen in it. It is Oxygenate, Oxyteno is Kate or Zate or however you say it is 6.9. Titanium's 1.1%. So titanium's in it. Those are the two main sunscreens that's in it, so that's not that bad. So anyway, yeah, let's just get into this one and see what we think of this one. So I'm gonna take I'm gonna do a different brush with this one. I'm gonna do my thick brush. It's the airbrush Flawless brush, which I love. I love this brush. It's just so great. It's got like the little concealer on the other end, and I absolutely love it. I'm gonna take just a little bit down. The colors are very similar for sure. Oh, I love it. I can't wait to be. I can't wait for my skin to get a little bit more, just a little bit more tan, because I know that in the summer I just get it naturally. I just get more color because it's just the sun's a little stronger. And look at me blending it over on the Tom Ford. I'm helping the Tom Ford out here. I'm losing my mind. I'm like, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. You know, it's Sunday, guys. You know, it's been like a long week. So, I mean, I have to tell you, I mean, I'm really liking my job so far. So far, so good. I'm on an assignment, so it's really good. So everybody there is really wonderful, and it's been, it's not as scary as I thought it was. I'm still very new, very, very new, and I've got a lot to learn. But I love the crew there. Everybody's very, very nice. So I'm really excited so far. So far, so good. So I mean, it's just starting a new job and getting my schedule up and trying to figure out when I'm going to download and when I'm going to add and all this kind of stuff. So I'm trying to do as much on my days off as I can. But I don't know if I'm going to do more than 3 videos a week. I don't know if it's going to be 3 or 4. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do 5. You know, not only that, but I'm just kind of trying to figure out if it's really worth for me to do 5 or not. So I don't know. I'm just like, you leave some comments down below. Let me know what you guys want. It's like, this really is all up to you. Like, what do you want? What do you want to see from me? Do you want to see 3 days a week? Do you like the 4 days a week? What do you like? I mean, what days are better to download? Is it Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday? Is it Friday, Saturday, Sunday? I mean, you know, is it better to do it, you know, because I try to go off of what you guys want to see and what you want to watch. So I really appreciate your feedback on it. So please let me know, help me with the schedule, because I really don't know. I've tried it many different ways of downloading early in the morning. I've tried downloading early in the middle of, you know, the afternoon. I've tried doing it, you know, late in the evening, and I just feel like I don't really see much of a difference doing it either way that I do it. But I mean, you guys just let me know and what you think, and we can kind of go from there. So that would really, really help me a lot if you could really do that. This one went on really pretty. This one did too, but I mean, like, so far I'm not really seeing much of a difference. They really look very alike. What do you guys think? I mean, it looks, this one, okay, so far, so we compared the sides. So they look alike, like there's the texture looks the same. The finish looks the same. It's the glow is very similar. There's no settling or anything like that. It's still really beautiful. It's got a beautiful look to it. Wow. I mean, I can't tell any, can you tell a difference? I mean, I can't tell a difference at all. I mean, they look exactly identical. The colors look identical. The Shiseido 360 looks identical to the 7.2 in the Tom Ford. I mean, look, they don't look different. It doesn't look like I've got two different foundations on the side except for one. I'm trying to blend that's a shadow. But yeah, I don't see a difference in the sides. Do you? I don't see a difference. Like, they look identical, except this one's cheaper. This one's $47. Well, if you get it on Nordstrom right now, you can get it for $39 or so, compared to $150. I mean, is that a brainer? A no-brainer? I mean, hello? The only difference is this is the SPF 50. This one's the SPF 30. This one has fragrance. This one doesn't have fragrance. I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, when you look at the ingredients and you look at the similarities and what they're supposed to do, the similarities are almost identical. So I'm gonna feel like Shiseido kind of duped off of Tom Ford, or Tom Ford duped off Shiseido. I just feel like it's just kind of like, okay, which one? Because I don't know, I don't get it. But yeah, this is great. Now see, I wouldn't even powder this. I would leave this just the way that it is. I wouldn't powder it or anything because it's so beautiful by itself. Both of them are so pretty. It looks so smooth. And you know, I'm in 4K. So, I mean, this is like full, you know, 4K and that high definition HD shit. Let me tell you, man, you see everything in this shit. I'm telling you, you're like, see everything. You're like, wow. It's like, there's everything in it. But it is like really, really good. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go off camera and I'm gonna do some concealer, some brows, and some other stuff because I'm gonna do another video after this one. But I wanna go ahead and wrap this one up, I think, because I don't think I really need much more. But I'm gonna let it sit on my face just a little bit longer, and then I will come back and then we will make a kind of a decision together, or we'll kind of like see more. But I mean, it's obvious what it's going to be, but regardless, we're just going to come back with a little bit of a final recap of everything, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so I'll see you guys in a few. Hey everyone, okay, so I'm back. So anyway, so what do you guys think? I mean, of this look, I'm feeling this look. Can I tell you, I did a little bit of my Scott Barnes. It's called Fit for a King. It was in my Scott Barnes box, and I love it. I did this, and I did his body bling in platinum, which is like a bronzy, and I put it over top of it, and it looks so beautiful. And then I did the rose gold one for the body all over. I did it on my face, so you can really see it's really beautiful. A little bit of my Estee Lauder Rebellious Rose blush, and I did the Danessa Myricks. I did a little bit of contour, and on my lip, if you guys like this lip, it is the it's Huda Beauty, and this is the terracotta lip liner, and I did it with honey bun lipstick. I did when I did my little Sephora haul, I showed you guys this color. It's honey bun. It's a little bit of a light nude, and then I did the Scott Barnes XXX gloss over top of it. And honey, I am feeling this look. It is gorgeous. And I mixed my mascara. I did the Sky High, and I mixed it with the Maybelline Falsies Lift. I kind of mixed it together on my lashes to kind of give them a little something, something. But I really, really like it. And you know, that brow pencil in the Charlotte Tilbury, it's in the Brow Cheat. And Brow Cheat, I'm really starting to like it. It's a taupe, and you know, I have the brow lift too. I have the little kit, I have the gel and all that too. But I was trying it out on this today, and I really like it. Not mixing it with the brow lift. I thought I would try it without it and see what I thought of it. It looks pretty good. I mean, you know, I'm getting used to it, but it's really, really nice. So, what do you guys think of the skin though? So let's get to the skin and talk about it. Okay, so blush applied beautifully over both of them. The highlighter applied, the highlighting powder went over it. And by the way, I did not powder, and I did not use any powder whatsoever, and I did not use any setting spray whatsoever. So there's no setting spray or powder on my face whatsoever. I did do a little powder right on my brows just before I did them, just to set it a little bit so they would something to stick to, but I didn't do any powder whatsoever. So I mean, but I put, you know, blush, the contour, everything blended beautifully over it. There's no at all, there's no lines, there's no pores, there's no anything. It doesn't look anything. It just looks like beautiful, flawless skin on both sides. Like, both sides look really beautiful, but they look so identical. That's what's so crazy about this, guys. It looks exactly the same. The shade looks the same. The color looks the same. I can't tell a difference between, I did concealer, the same concealer. I did my Tarte Shade Tape with a little bit of the Chanel corrector. I mixed those together. I give my Dior a break. But it's just like I did it just like I normally would do. And I mean, I didn't do much. I just did a little bit around my eyes. So there was nothing extra to it to add to make it look anything other than what I put over top of it. But it's just amazing. They both look identical to the same. So with that said, because I know you guys are like, okay, we'll get to the point. What are we trying to get here? So with that said, there's not a loser really. But well, I guess kind of in a way there is, because let's just face it, the Tom Ford is the $150, and this one is, well, right now if you get it on sale for $39.95, it's like, you get it. I mean, but it's $47, so still if you just got the original, it's $47. And I mean, it's the same thing. I mean, so you're saving $100. You're saving $100 on this one compared to this one. And it's the same thing. They both look beautiful. I mean, I'm just really shocked on how smooth and how beautiful they look. They just look, and everybody that I've seen that's done videos have said when they did this Shiseido lifting, they definitely said, they're like, it seemed to me a lot like the Tom Ford Shade Illuminate. It is exactly like the Tom Ford Shade Illuminate. Like, I can't tell any difference between the two of them. With or without highlighter, I mean, it just not, because I know the highlighter is really blinged it out a little bit more, but it definitely, they just look so perfect beside each other. I mean, it is just so pretty. Now, I don't know about the transfer resistant or the water resistant or any of that, because, I haven't had it on that long enough or wore it with the mask or all day. And I mean, I can give you guys like updated information about it and let you know on what I think about them. And maybe at the end of this month, maybe because the end of the month is almost here, maybe I can wear it to work, both of them to work, and see and kind of get a feel for it. And kind of get, because I've been wearing just a little bit at work, not much, but just a little bit. And I might wear a little bit of it just to see how it kind of plays at work under a mask and everything, and see what it looks like, and, maybe the gym and everything. So if I, if I don't go crazy with it, just kind of do a little bit like I did. It's because I didn't even use like a medium. I just did a little bit with the brush. I blended it out a little bit with the sponge, but I didn't really use a lot of it either to make it look this smooth. And now I will say the Smashbox oil, it does make your skin look really pretty, so it does give a really pretty undertone to the skin, that give it something to really cling to and make it look really beautiful. I'm sure you might be able to get a little bit more of a matteness out of this. I probably wouldn't say for either one of them, since they're both so similar. We're just going to kind of compare the two together. But as far as skin type to wear it, I probably, if you were oily, I wouldn't say oily. I would say combo. If you powder really well, you might be able to get by with it pretty well. Or use a good matte primer up underneath it so you won't get too much illumination. Or like the Tasha primer, the Skin Canvas, that might be a really good one, or the liquid, that may be a good one. But if you're normal dry, and if you're normal and you like a little bit of a glow, a little bit, but you like a satiny finish, but you want something that's going to give a really good coverage, either one of them would work great. I mean, if you love Tom Ford and you're a big fan of Tom Ford, and and it does have 40 shades, it is a little bit more of a higher SPF. It's SPF 50 up against the 30. So if you want a little bit more of that, I don't really count on my makeup to give me my SPF. It's always usually your moisturizer. So that's just how I am with moisturizers, and in general, or foundations in general. I don't really depend on the SPF to give me my SPF, so that's totally up to you. But I really pretty much would say that either one of them is good. The only thing is that if you really want to save some money and you want more of a dupe of the Tom Ford, I would go with the Shiseido. If you really want something that is almost identical to it, but you don't really want to go the Tom Ford route. But if you love Tom Ford and you love collecting his stuff, or if you use a lot of his products and you've never used the Shade and Illuminate before, then I definitely say go for it. I said, try it. I mean, it's like, but it is $150. But again, if you don't mind that price point, it's perfectly fine. I mean, some people, that's $150 for a 1 ounce foundation is not a big deal to them. And I mean, you will get a really good coverage out of it, and you won't have to use that much of it, either one of them for that matter. The Shiseido, you are getting like a little 0.2, you're getting a little bit more for your money. Again, it's just the SPF 30. Pretty much all of the ingredients are the whole, or the, not the ingredients, but the description of the product. They're very descriptive in doing the same thing with the lines and wrinkles and the luminosity and not showing the texture and all that kind of stuff. And I would agree on all of that, all those counts. I didn't build it up to a full coverage. I'm sure you definitely could build them up to a full coverage probably. I know this is shaded with the Synchro skin. You could probably get it up to like a full coverage. So I'm sure you could get it, this one up to a full coverage. The Tom Ford didn't seem like it took a lot to get there, so I definitely think that you could definitely get a little bit more of a fuller coverage if you wanted it. You know, but yeah, I think they're both great. They're both really nice foundations. I mean, you know, the only thing is a price point. It's a price point, a little bit in the ounces and a little bit in the sunscreen, and that's about it. So it's just a personal preference. But I mean, I'm telling you, I mean, look, it just looks so good on both sides. I mean, I can't. I just can't. I'm like so floored. I wasn't expecting these to look identical. It just floors me. It's flooring me. So anyway, you know, I could go on and on about how I'm floored. So I mean, I'm just gonna end this right now. So anyway, I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today. I really have had a blast doing this. I love this look. I'm loving these looks. I'm feeling summer vibes. I'm a little bit like Tara. She's feeling summer vibes. I'm feeling summer vibes. I'm feeling it. So I mean, but we're gonna get into some color soon because I can't wait to play in that Natasha Denona palette. I am about to die. We're so ready to get into that palette, that circus palette. I'm so happy. I can't wait to get into it. But anyway, that is coming up soon. So I'm just giving you guys a heads up. That's coming soon. So if you want to see me do some shadow looks, definitely that one. I'm going to try to do a more foundation look because evidently you guys really seem to like my foundation reviews for some reason. So I'm definitely going to try to do more of those. But in the meantime, I really do appreciate you watching today. I'm so glad that you guys dropped by to figure out this little bit of this battle or what have you. You know, please take care of yourselves. Remember, be safe, be strong, be proud, and stand tall, and most of all, don't forget to be nice, because it doesn't, you know, just being a little nice to someone can really actually make or break their day, and so that can really mean a lot to someone. So definitely try to be nice a little bit today, which I don't think any of you guys have that problem. So, but anyway, I'm just gonna throw that out there. Just try to be nice. If you are having a bad day, just remember that, you know, there's somebody probably having a worse day than you are. So anyway, please take care, guys. I am so glad you dropped by, and we will see each other again soon. So until the next episode, take care. Peace out. Bye.